Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. I've come back on to do a few things. I've got a couple of cards cut. I've got some gummy pandas. These are new ones that I bought recently. I've cut some bits out with them. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing quite yet. I always do that. I have got an idea in my head, but sometimes it just slightly changes when I see things that I think, oh, I could do that with. So I've got one that's a foliage type one. I've cut it out in white and that sort of green card that paper that I use sometimes. The same with this, I've got this kind of foliage one, and I've got 3 lavender stems in white. So I'm not sure yet what I'm doing. Well, I am sure, but I'm not quite sure I'm putting together. So I've got this piece of Lavinia multifarious mixed media type card, and I've got this one background left. But I do want to do some stuff onto this. So I'll try and do 2 cards in this one. So I wanted to add some gold onto it. And I wanted to add it kind of 2 ways with gold. So I probably will be cutting this down. So I'm just going to chop it in half. So this measures 5.5. So roughly in half. Let me just get it because I always sure. So that's about roughly half, isn't it? So just cut it in half, which is at about 4.25 there. So there's 2 wee bits. And I will probably have to cut something again. So they're both slightly different. That's more greens and yellow, whereas that's got a bit of grey, red and yellow and a bit of green, but that's okay. So I thought 2 ways to probably make it look like it's gilded or something. So you could either put straight onto your one of these, you could put gilding paste and then pop it on the front there. That's one way you could do it, but as gilding paste is rather messy, not sure I'm going to do that. So I'm thinking I might just use Gilding Flakes. So what I would like to do is put a wee bit of gilding onto this as well. So I've got, I think I might use silver gilding this time. So I'm using silver. So what I want to do is I just want to get my little, where is it? It's here somewhere. My little glue. I'm just going to use this glue. I'm just going to put a wee bit onto, come on it, you come, into here. Just milk it a bit. Probably might need to use the other stuff. Oh me, oh my. Let me just put a little bit of that on. Come on, glue, come out. Right, go that way. And I just want to get, this chair is exceedingly squeaky, yeah. Sorry about the squeaky noise. I'm just going to cut a bit of this off. This is my bit of cloth, but that's okay because it's a mucky old cloth. It does get washed from time to time, but so just a piece of that. So it's a microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to kind of put wee areas where I'd quite like a little bit of gilding, not too much. That'll do that one. And to cover that white, I think. I don't know what to do when using Gilding Flakes. I wasn't going to do them both with gilding, was I? No. Right, so maybe I should wipe that off just now because I'm not actually going to do them both for gilding. That was a bit daft, surely. Hopefully that's going to come off now. So just leave it to go tacky, really tacky, because that's when it kind of works. So just leave that just now. And then the other thing I was wanting to do was actually to heat emboss in gold. But I'm thinking now, should I or shouldn't I? Take that. Let's just do it anyway. So I'll leave that to dry over a bit. And I'll get my gilding, not my gilding, I'll get my heat embossing out. And hopefully this won't wouldn't too mind since it's had glue on it, but I think I managed to scrape it off. So now I only want little bits. So I only want to put a bit there, a bit probably there actually. That's probably not the best way to do it, but we'll just do it anyway. See if it works or not, because I mean it might not. So pop that over the top, and I'm waiting on my glue to go tacky. I'm going to get my edge. Now, if I look at that, I think, oh, that's very kind of square, but that's okay. There's a couple of bits I think I don't want that. So I've got a little brush. Always just keep a wee brush nearby to, you know, you can knock off the bits you don't want to with a wee brush. And make it less, well, whatever you want it to be, really. I think I'll take that bit off. And this, I just want it to be like wee bits of it, kind of off. And there we go. And then what I'll do is I'll heat that and come back. So I've done that, and that's how it came out. So I can give it actually a little bit of a rub, just to brighten it up a bit. That's okay. So that's one piece. This piece will be tacky now. So if I just get some of the Gilding Flakes, which are in silver this time, pop them on to the gluey bits, this sort of tacky gluey bits. Let's see if we can get a bit bigger bits, because they're quite wee, these bits. So just cover it with that. And that was all. I don't think I put, oh, I did put some there. So just get my little scoochy thing. I'm just going to tamp this down. Just like that. On there. And then just, once you're happy, you can just scrape it back. So just burnish it, really, it's just burnishing it back a bit. Getting rid of the, trying to get it smooth basically, really, and get rid of all the loose stuff. Like that. I still think there's a bit here that could maybe go on, maybe not, maybe not. bit better. Yeah, I think that's it really. And then you can just get your brush and go over it, and then that's another way to also do that. And just get this back in without too much hassle, hopefully. Just put that into the bin. Not actually in the bin, but the rest of the stuff in the bin, that's what I mean. Just that there. And so that's a couple of ways you can put, I'm sure you know that already, these are just my ways of showing. Also, it does go everywhere, doesn't it? Oh, that's it down. Also, we can do another way of putting colour on to a piece of card. Let's just get rid of this because we don't need it anymore. Is using these Luscious powders as well. So let's see what colours we've got. I don't use that often. So let's just do it on here. And I'm just going to paint with this. So I showed you that already. Oh, a bit much there. So this colour is Cheeky Peach. I'm just going to make that wet. I'm going to just mix that all together. A bit too much, I think, but we can put more water on it if we need to. So I'm just going to do a wee pan on it. I think we might need some light because the light is actually dimming. That's a wee bit better, isn't it? So just painting on like so. Let's just put a little bit more water. Well, it goes everywhere. No, that's the fun of it, isn't it? So let's just make a panel of this colour, Cheeky Peach. And you can splat it as well, that's another way you can use it. And I will be using it to stamp with at some point, because I've said that and I've not done it yet, have I? But I will. I just wanted to use some of my gummy pan die cuts really to so let's just put a wee bit more water onto the actual page, and then that will move it about a bit. And then I'm going to dry that and I'll come back again. Right, so I've come back and I did that, and it's a lovely, gorgeous sort of, really lovely colour, shimmery. So I'm going to cut this out on it. I'm going to show you something. I need to try and get that right in the line. It's slightly out, slightly bigger than. Let's try it anyway. I shouldn't have cut it down. I cut it down first. I should have possibly waited until I've done that. So, let's see if this is cut through, because it's quite thick. No, I don't think that's quite cut through. Let's pop it back on again. Just try it once more through and back. That should hopefully have worked. So give it a bit of jiggery pokery. Come on. It's because it's quite fine. Alright, so that's nice. That's come up really nice as well. And if I want to add anything to this, I'm going to keep those just now. That back as well. So if I want to add anything to this, I've just went and got it all over me. Oh well, never mind. Let's pop that on there out the way. Yeah, so this is one of my cards. Probably cut it a bit because it's too... But you can see that lovely sheen on that there. It's just beautiful. So I want to do... I'm not going to probably use those for both of the bits. I still want to put some gold onto that, so I probably use my, for this particular thing, I probably would use my gilding wax, but I might use the silver because it would show up a bit better. So as well as there's those brushes I had. Yeah. That's my brushes, so I'm going to just use this small brush for a bit of noise, and I'm just going to put a little bit of gilding silver onto this as well, and that will just highlight some of the bits. Not too much, just a bit. Too much. There we go. That's more than enough. I don't want to overpower it. And now, so I've done that. So I'm going to put this away just now. There. And what was the one more thing I was actually going to show you, but I can't think what it is. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I know what it was. What I was actually going to do was going to show you actually with this. So using the actual gilding wax just to lay it down. That's another way. If you don't have mirror card, you could do this in silver and gold and copper if you really wanted, as either a background, or you could have it as a, you could cut your die cuts out with it as well, which is another way to use it. So there's that, so you could have that as well, and you could also do exactly the same with your gold and bronze. So I've got bronze this time. Another brush in here I can use. Don't drop them all. So this nice bronze. Just turn it round and just do that. I'm going to do it in a sort of circle because I've had an idea with a circle as well. Sort of rough circle anyway. It's not the base circle, but it's circular. It doesn't have to be perfect anyway, I don't think. You know, sometimes imperfect is just as nice. So that's another thing you can do. I'll just kind of make this slightly more bigger, that's better. And if I want, I can put a tinier one here as well. So these are just wee sponges from Hobbycraft, I think. So there's another few ideas as well. So let's just heat that. Get that to dry. I'll just be back in a minute. Right, so I've done that. So I've cut them into circles, my circles. I've cut that into a sort of rectangle, and I've got all my pieces now, and I've got a couple of card bases left. Well, here. So this one measures, I think it was 3.5 by 6 3/4. This is just the off-cut part of this, which was 5 by 7. This is now 5 by 5, so this will be 2 by 5. I thought a nice little card's quite nice sometimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just place these 3 on the front like that, and I'm just going to get some of my pieces that I've cut out from the Gummy Pan calendar. Not calendar, what am I talking about? The Gummy Pan products. Actually, what I want to do with this is actually cover this. So these two were gilding wax. These were that was gold embossing powder. That was silver Gilding Flakes. This was Cheeky Peach Luscious powder and some silver gilding. Yeah, and this piece here, which I'm thinking I'm going to put these 3 on. They're quite rustic circles, but that's okay with me. So this piece I wanted to actually cover it with. Where is it? So we've done gold gilding, we've done, silver gilding, gold embossing powder, luscious powders, bronze gilding and silver gilding. Now let me see, is there anything else I could actually use? I've got this other stuff here which is called Wax Lyrical. It's water based, which is a kind of gilding type product as well, and you can paint with this as well. So could use that. Or I just could. I was trying to show you other sort of ways with gilding type. So I have got this product, but that's quite similar to that. It's a paint. Let me see what else I could use. So making that noise here. So yeah, I'm just going to get the gold gilding wax, and I'm just going to cover this piece of foliage in it. So I need to get, getting my, I think actually what we will use is a block just to do it in. And that'll be easier. So I'm just going to pop this onto the block, and then I'm just going to get my, what was in some, it was also in the bronze, but let's just, what I want to just do is just go over this. So just pulling it back. So another way you could do this, if you didn't have, this was if you didn't have what do you call it, gold, silver or coloured mirror really. It's just a different way of getting the same sort of effect, but using a different product really to do it. So we'll just hold that with the lid because I don't want it to get everywhere. It's rather messy, but it does have a nice end result. So if you thought, oh, I'm not got any mirror card, I could, oh, I'll do this thing. I've seen this done. I mean, I know it's a messy way, but it's a fun way. And it's just a different way for a very, very similar effect. Like so. So that's that done. So move these over now, and then I need to just make sure that's dry. So just pop that to the side. And I will be washing all of these because I usually wash them straight after and it usually comes off. So, and before actually I just compile all these, I'm going to just do some scoring. So move that up there, move that up there, and this is covered in Gilding Flakes. Come on, off you get. It's covered in it. Right, so I want to just put a few wee embossed marks up the front here. Take that wee bit out of here. There we go. So because I want it to emboss, not deboss, I could turn it round, but maybe I'll just get it to deboss this time. So I'm going to get the scoring tool, which is this light grey one, and I'm just going to start at 3 and 3 3 3/4. So I'm going to go down the front like that, and then I'm going to move up to 4. And then I'm going to move up to 4 1/4, and then one more 4 1/2. Okay, so I've got the deboss side, that's the emboss. So if you want it on with the raised part, you would turn it over to do the scoring. I've decided I want it the other way. So I need to watch because I'm only coming down to this score line. So I'm coming here at 6 and I'm just going to that score line. There we go, just to that score line. And I do want it to move slightly down. So if it's at 6, I'm going to 6 1/4 roughly. And I want to come down to that score line, try not to go over it. And there we go. And I'm going to go 6 1/2, so I can start the score line if I like. Don't quite go to the score line. It's hard to see sometimes. And then that gives you your bottom part. And I'll just come in at, so that was at 6, and so I'll come to 5 3/4, and I'll do one just here, and that will be my 4 at the bottom. There we go. So that's a score 4 at the bottom. But as I say, if you wanted it that way, you'd have to turn the card the other way around to get it raised up. So that's that first card, showing you that. So the next thing I want to do is start popping that together, and I just want to get my home folder to just crease that there, and that helps to keep that down. So I was going to use these 3 circular shapes that I made. They're not the best cut, they could be a bit neater, but I've not really cut them that neat, have I? But it doesn't matter, I'm not too bothered. So I'm just going to glue them on. Oh. So I'm just doing it in a kind of cascading down kind of way. Let's get a block just to hold that down just now. Next one, perhaps I could chop that one a wee bit more. It's a bit funny shape. They're all a bit funny. It's because I didn't cut it out with a die, but that's okay, I don't mind. It's my card, after all. So take that off. And we're going to do, I think, there. We're just going to hold that there, and then we're going to get this wee one as well. It's a wee bit of a funny shape, so I'm just sort of trying to cut that more circular. And let's just kind of pop that, I think, here, like that. Okay, so that's that bit. The next one, I'm going to use one of these, or I might use both of these. So what I'm going to do is get my trimmer again. Right, so I'm just going to try and make it so that is 2.5. So let's just 2.5 square it, and that will make it look a bit better. And this one is just under 2.5, I think it was. Let's see. Just under. So just do that here as well. That'll square it off a bit. Looks a bit neater, a bit nicer. So, well, let's see. So we could just pop that in straight into the centre. And then this one, I thought I was going to do was put this back together. If it will work with this, I might need a bigger piece. I think I'm going to need a bigger piece. Yep, that's not going to work just now. I might have to do that another day. So this piece here, I think we're just going to pop this bit on top, and let me see, maybe one of these as well. Or the green. Let's see if what the green looks like. Put it up slightly, I think. Or this one, which would have a bit more colour, would be quite nice as well. So let's just pop that on there first. So let's just get this glue, if it will come out. Come on. So if you've not bought your ticket for Kenilworth, it'd be lovely if you could. I would look forward to meeting you there, and meeting, you know, it's always nice just to meet new people. No pressure, of course, but you know, there is an event on, and I'm going to be demonstrating at some of it. So I'm going to be doing 2 demonstrations, and Chris is going to be doing 2 demonstrations as well, which is going to be nice. So yes, it would be nice if you could make it, and it'd be very nice to meet people, new people. So I think I'm going to leave that one like that just now. So let's get to this one now. So this one is just going to go straight down like that at the moment. So yeah, £50 to come. You can stay in the hotel, which is part where the event is, in Kenilworth, and you can meet lots of new crafty people, meet myself if you fancied it. There's a pop-up shop, I think there's a goodie bag, there might be a kit to go along with some of the stuff. I'm not sure. I don't think there's a kit to go along with the demonstrations, but there is a pop-up shop to buy if you wish to do that. So let's see, we've got this and this. We could just have that going straight across. Let's see, I mean that would probably look quite nice as well. Let's put that one on too. So yeah, if you think that you could go, that would be really nice to meet you. As I say, it's just nice to meet new crafters or like-minded crafters, make new friendships, make lifelong friendships even, you know. So if you're interested, go along to Misa Print and you can see all the information there, and you can buy your ticket there as well. Oh, I like that. That one's nice, isn't it? Right, and then we've got a few other wee bits here. So we've got this silvery bit here, which was the silver gilding wax. We've also got this green and silvery bit. I wonder if I could just chop that down. And I can chop this card shape down as well. There we go. Now this little card would probably need to be a bit smaller, I think. Not necessarily, but we could chop it just very slightly down. So there we go with that. Oh. So that was the gilding wax, and that was the background with the gilding flakes on it. So let's just pop some glue on those. So I'm trying to decide if I should make it kind of like this, where one's slightly offset from the other. I think that's quite nice. Let's go for that. It's a wee bit different. So let's just, yeah, let's go that way, I think. Just turn it around and give it a good old burnish, like so. That's that. Now, so we've got some, just got the green that's cut here, or this one, which is the, we could have it that way, I suppose. We could have that, or we could have it in white, which might show up a bit better. Or we could have our, where's our other one? We have got another one somewhere. Sure we do. Oh yeah, there it is. Or we could have just 3 of these. Let me see how that would look. That's the wrong not sure about that so much. I haven't used really any of these, have I? I might put that one on top of there, or on top of here, but I think that one looks nice as it is. I could put this one on here and then add some of the other bits. Let's just do that as well, and then we'll be done, because I don't want to go on too long. Right, so go. Let's just do that at a bit of an angle as well. Get our little I can just chop that bit away. And we can have a little bit of this as well over the top, maybe. Let's just pop that on over the top. Let's see, I think that's enough on that one. That one's just nice, I think, as is. Let's just see these one here, if we can add anything to that. Let's see. Because I've done it down flat, I don't think it's going to look great. Wonder what it's like on that side. No, I think I'm going to leave as is. So that was 3 ways with gilding type products. So gilding flakes, gilding wax, luscious powders and gilding wax, gold embossing and gold gilding wax, and bronze gilding wax. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you so much. Let's just pop a little bit of something on each of these and find the other pen. So I tend to, what I've been doing is just been adding sentiments. So I'm just going to write hello here on that one. And then this one I'm going to write, what will I write? For you. This pen might be running out. For you. There we go. And this one I think we'll do in silver. And I think we might just do a wee bit of silver on this bit just to bring some of these wee bits of embossing out, and then that'll help to kind of be seen a little bit more. And I could write on it, I don't know, what could I write on it? Just a wee hello at this end. I'll just do running writing of hello. There we go. Okay, so that's my 3 cards with different ways of using kinds of metallics if you don't have things like a mirror card. So that's my little card, that's my slightly bigger card, and that's my square card. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with something else. I'll definitely be back tomorrow with my page 4 of Amanda's challenge. So check that out. Bye for now.